Alright, so it looks like we got more updates on the metal build for the Impulse, and honestly, it looks pretty good, so let's get straight to it. So, as you can see here, it's kind of blurry, I found this on Reddit, but I think the next photo might be better, but I like what I'm looking at. It looks pretty dang good. And it even has the transformation, which is really cool. So you can see when it has like the core fighter, kind of similar to the RX-78, which is I try not to talk about because I don't like the RX-78, but it's a little callback to that, which is really nice. It has the little shield, and as you can see, it has the whole part. So it has the base that can hold the legs, the body, and the backpack, and as well as the core lander, which is kind of nice. Really cool little gimmick. Okay, so here's some better photos finally. So just looking at this, the details on this metal build is really nice. As you can see, some of the separations of the lining panels, even the core lander, and I think that kind of folds to it, which is really nice. It'll be kind of a pain in the butt, I feel like, but I would feel like that is kind of cool, the idea of transforming it. And of course, it has the knives from the strike kind of feel. And I like the color separation, and I like this color right here. I really like the light blue. It's really, really nice, surprisingly enough. It's a nice little gimmick. I've never seen that before, but I like what I see. And of course, it has the saber. It's not. I thought it was gonna be the sword impulse, but it's just another sword, which I don't remember. Sorry, I scratched my face. Which I don't remember. It kind of has, but the sword is a little thicker than usual. I feel like, but maybe that's just a metal build thing. I like how the backpack folds into like kind of like the Injustice kind of feel. I think it's really cool. I actually never seen it fold like this before, so this is a nice little gimmick here. Kind of like, again, the coloring, the purple kind of thing. It's kind of cool. And of course, we have the saber here with the backpack and as well as the shield. Very solid. I don't know. Like I said, it looks kind of good. I kind of want it, to be honest, but I always say stuff like that and then I never get it, to be honest. I just like to, release the news about it and see everyone, have everyone take a look at it. Of course, you can put the beam rifle on the backpack right there. Articulation pretty solid, and I really, yeah, I like the posing so far in it, and I like the rifle. I just realized that beam rifle is very similar to the Destiny Gundam, I think, for the most part. I don't really remember, but it looks like it. And of course, there's a better image of the fat saber there. Not too bad, looking pretty cool there. Oh, here we go. And then here's the I like how like it doesn't really stab through really well, but it has the famous scene of the Impulse versus the Freedom, which basically shows that Shin was able to defeat Kira. But it was such a BS fight. I'm sure you guys all watched it. You know what I'm talking about. It's totally BS. It was so dumb and how he actually defeated him. I like the concept though, because I think there was a part in the scene where basically they analyzed it where like, oh, Kira never actually shoots for the cockpit, and then of course the entire time he was trying to dodge the head and stuff like that. But here's the funny thing: he does try to go for the cockpit, which is hilarious enough. But I think it's because Kira is kind of like desperate. But it was really cool how the scene where the Impulse throws the shield and kind of ricochets off the beam. I thought that was a little cool gimmick. So at the end of it, basically the Impulse does stab the Freedom, but somehow Jesus Yamato survives. So I mean, again, it's nothing really crazy about that. But so far, yeah, I think it looks pretty good. So let's see some of the comments here, right? So we have impulse mold will be used for the next 10 years. Most likely, yeah, probably because we still have the sword impulse, we have the blast impulse. So yeah, I agree. I wonder if the cockpit were actually open. I think so. I mean, why not? I think it'd be a really cool gimmick to have. It seems like from the parts here, at least what it says here, looks like we can be able to fold it. So that'd be kind of cool. It'd be a pain in the butt, I feel like, over time. When the pre-orders scene, looks like there's no pre-orders yet. And I may just have to buy two of these. The separation pieces are kind of cool to display like that. Yeah, so people like to buy two. That's usually how they get you. So overall, I think everyone's pretty excited for this. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think about it. And see you guys next video. Peace.